Welcome to my channel Worth Old Coins. Today is best top 5 coins. Please don't skip this video. So let's get it started. Top 1. The 2005 Spain 5 euro cent. Coin may seem like just a small reddish coin passing through countless hands without notice. Yet even this modest piece of coppered steel carries layers of history, symbolism, and quiet national pride, issued by the Real Casa de la Moneda Royal Mint of Spain. In Madrid, this coin belongs to the first generation of Spanish euro. Coins introduced in 2002 when Spain joined the Eurozone and replaced the historic peseta, a currency that had been part of daily life for over a century. The coin is part of the lowest group of Spanish euro denominations, the 1, 2, and 5 cent coins, each designed to reflect Spain's ancient heritage. Struck from copper-plated steel, giving it its distinct reddish tone. The coin weighs 3.92 grams, measures 21-25 in diameter, and has a smooth edge with a distinctive wide rim around the design. Though small in face value, the 5 cent coin played and still plays a vital role in everyday transactions, from buying a piece of bread or a single sweet at a shop to completing small change in bustling city markets and quiet village kiosks across Spain. The common reverse side, shared by all Euro area countries and designed by Belgian artist Luc likes, features a modern, clean depiction of a globe with Europe highlighted against a network of 6 thin lines ending in 12 5-pointed stars. This design symbolizes the interconnectedness of the European Union, a union not built by erasing national identities, but by linking them together in shared purpose. The denomination 5 euro cent is engraved clearly on the left, large enough to be read at a glance across languages and cultures, one of the euro's most practical and symbolic design choices. Yet it is the national obverse that gives the 2005 Spanish 5 cent coin its uniquely Spanish character and historical weight. On this side, the coin proudly displays the image of the Cathedral of Santiago de Compostela, one of Spain's most iconic and spiritually significant monuments, located in Galicia, in northwestern Spain. This cathedral has been the legendary destination of the Camino de Santiago Way of St. James pilgrimage route for over 1,000 years, attracting pilgrims from across Europe and beyond. The design captures the cathedral's Baroque facade, crowned by ornate towers and intricate details that tell of centuries of devotion, artistry, and cultural exchange. Above the cathedral appears the word identifying the issuing country, while 12 5-pointed stars encircle the design, visually linking this national treasure to the broader family of European nations. At the bottom, the date 2005 is flanked by the small crowned M mint mark of the Madrid Mint, tying this modern euro coin to Spain's minting tradition that dates back centuries historically. 2005 places this coin in the early years of Spain's euro journey. By then, the euro had already replaced the peseta in daily life, and Spaniards had largely grown used to thinking and spending in euros. But for many, memories of the peseta and the complex process of conversion were still fresh, making these early euro coins a symbol of change, adaptation, and modern European identity. The choice of the Santiago Cathedral for the low-denomination coins was deliberate. Honors not just a building, but centuries of cultural and spiritual heritage, reminding, even in the smallest transaction, of Spain's role as a crossroads of history and faith for collectors. The 2005 Spain 5 euro cent coin is common in circulated condition. Millions were minted for daily use. Yet uncirculated pieces preserved in brilliant, uncirculated rolls or official mint sets can still show sharp architectural detail, with fine lines visible in the cathedral towers and crisp, deep lettering-proof versions produced in limited numbers with mirror-like fields and frosted designs are especially prized by enthusiasts building full-date runs or typesets of Spanish euro coins. Beyond its modest metal value, the 2005 Spanish 5 euro cent coin is culturally and historically meaningful. It quietly links the small daily acts of spending, dropping a coin into a bus fare box, handing it to a street vendor, or saving it in a child's piggy bank, to a grand shared European story and to the deeply rooted Spanish tradition of pilgrimage, community, and architectural beauty. It is proof that even the smallest coin can be a tiny ambassador of national heritage and shared ideals ultimately. Whether kept shiny in a collector's folder or worn smooth by thousands of exchanges, the 2005 Spain €5 cent coin remains a small yet powerful emblem of Spain's rich past and its place in a united Europe, a living symbol carried silently through everyday life, bridging centuries of history, art, faith, and common purpose. Top to the 1999 Spain €5 cent coin. Might look like a small reddish piece of pocket change. Hardly worth a thought, but it quietly carries within it a story of national identity. Europe's great economic transformation and the shared dreams of millions struck by the Real Casa de la Moneda Royal Mint of Spain in Madrid. This coin belongs to the very first generation of euro coins. Minted by Spain, produced years before the euro even entered daily circulation, though the euro didn't officially become everyday cash until January 1, 2002. The coins were minted and dated as early as 1999, stockpiled in vaults to be ready for that historic changeover. In this way, the 1999 Spanish 5-cent coin is more than currency. It's a quiet witness to anticipation, planning, and the hope of a continent choosing unity over division at the dawn of the new millennium. Technically, this small coin measures 2,125 millimeters in diameter, weighs 392 grams, and is struck from copper-plated steel, giving it that familiar reddish color that stands out in the palm of your hand. It has a broad, smooth edge ring around the design, making it instantly recognizable by touch, even in the dark. Though worth only €5 cents in spending power, it played a big role in everyday life. Buying a piece of candy at a corner shop, finishing exact change for a metro ticket in Madrid or Barcelona, or clinking into tip jars in small cafes across Spain on the common reverse, designed by Belgian artist Luke Likes, is the clean modern image of a globe showing Europe's position on the world map. 6 fine lines cross the globe, each ending in a 5-pointed star symbolizing Europe's openness, connection, and unity. The large, clear inscription, €5 cent, curves along the left side, instantly understandable in every language spoken in the Eurozone itself, a practical and symbolic design choice that made the euro truly pan-European. Yet it's the national obverse that gives this coin its deep Spanish character and cultural meaning. The design chosen for Spain's 1, 2, and 5 cent coins is a striking image of the Cathedral of Santiago de Compostela, one of the country's most revered monuments and a UNESCO World Heritage Site. This great cathedral, with its grand towers and richly detailed Baroque facade, has been for centuries the legendary destination of the Camino de Santiago Way of St. James, a network of ancient pilgrimage routes stretching across Europe and ending at this sacred spot in Galicia. By putting the cathedral on even the smallest coins, Spain offered a reminder that national identity is built from history, faith, and a spirit of hospitality. Above the cathedral appears the word Espaga, while 12 5-pointed stars surround the design, linking the nation to its European neighbors under the flag of the European Union. At the bottom, the date, 1999, marks it as part of the historic first mintage, with the small, crowned M mint mark of the Madrid Mint, anchoring the design in Spain's centuries-old minting tradition. For collectors, the 1999 Spain €5 cent is not rare. Millions were minted to prepare for the euro's arrival. Yet it remains historically significant. It belongs to the very first euro coins, known as pre-euro or first-issue coins, made in 1999-2001, but intended for circulation starting in 2002. Uncirculated examples kept in brilliant condition still show the fine architectural lines of the cathedral, sharp stars, and deep red copper luster-proof versions with polished fields. And frosted devices are prized by collectors who build complete Euro sets by year, mint, and design beyond its technical details. The 1999 Spain 5 Eurocent coin is deeply symbolic. It connects small acts, paying for bread, leaving a tip, teaching children, to count to a grand story of European cooperation and Spain's rich spiritual and cultural heritage. Its design celebrates both the local and the universal, the cathedral as a Spanish icon and the stars as a European ideal. It marks the moment when Spaniards left behind the familiar peseta to join a shared currency, trusting that together nations could build peace and prosperity. Ultimately, although the 1999 Spanish 5 Eurocent coin buys almost nothing by itself today, its true value is in what it quietly represents, a bridge between past and future, between a 1,000-year-old pilgrimage tradition and a modern European project. Whether worn smooth from circulation or preserved shiny in a collector's folder, it remains a living, everyday testament to Spain's story and to the hope that even the smallest coins can help build something larger than themselves. Top 3. The 2000 Spain 5 Eurocent coin may look like just a small reddish piece of everyday change, light enough to forget in the corner of a pocket, but it quietly tells a story that stretches from medieval pilgrimage routes to the modern European project that reshaped the continent at the dawn of the millennium, issued by the Real Casa de la Moneda, Royal Mint of Spain, in Madrid. This coin belongs to the very first generation of Spanish euro coins, minted starting in 1999 and dated 1999, 2000 and 2001, before euros actually entered daily circulation on January 1, 2002. This makes the 2000 dated coin part of the historic pre-euro stockpiles, real coins that were held securely in vaults, prepared in secret and in huge numbers, so that the entire country could switch overnight from the beloved peseta to the shared euro. Its reddish color comes from its material, copper-plated steel chosen for its cost-effectiveness and for the traditional coppery look familiar from older, small denomination coins, blending the new European design with a nod to national coinage heritage. Coin measures 21-25 mm in diameter, weighs 3.92 grams, and has a smooth edge with a distinctive raised rim around the design. While its face value, just 5 Eurocents, seems trivial today, these coins played an essential role in everyday life, helping people give exact change at cafes in Madrid, buy a single sweet in Seville, or finish paying for bus fare in Barcelona. In those early years of the euro, even the smallest coins felt new and slightly strange in the hand, the product of an unprecedented economic and cultural transformation. On the common reverse, designed by Belgian artist Luc Likes, the coin shows a stylized globe with Europe in relief, 6 delicate lines crossing it and ending in stars that symbolize the European Union's unity and reach. The large, simple inscription 5 Eurocent is clear and language-neutral, embodying the euro's core promise, a currency that transcends national borders and languages, making travel and trade simpler than ever before. But it's the national obverse that gives this coin its uniquely Spanish character and deep cultural significance. Here, the design chosen for Spain's smallest 3 denominations, 1, 2, and 5 cent coins, features the Cathedral of Santiago de Compostela, a masterpiece of Romanesque and Baroque architecture located in Galicia, in northwestern Spain. For over 1,000 years, this cathedral has been the destination of the Camino de Santiago Way of St. James pilgrimage route, a tradition that attracted millions of pilgrims from all over Europe and beyond. Depicted on the coin are the cathedral's soaring towers and richly decorated facade, carved into metal at a tiny scale, yet instantly recognizable to anyone familiar. With Spain's cultural heart above the cathedral appears the word España, boldly naming the issuing country, while 12 5-pointed stars encircle the design, symbolizing Spain's place among its European neighbors. At the bottom, the year 2000 marks it as part of the pre-euro minting era, while the small, crowned M mint mark links it to the Royal Mint in Madrid, whose roots stretch back centuries. Historically, the year 2000 was an optimistic time across Europe and Spain, the start of a new millennium, the symbolic dawn of a new era. Spaniards still spent pesetas in daily life but knew the change to euros was coming soon, leading many to see these coins as a promise of economic integration and shared future. The choice of the Santiago Cathedral wasn't accidental. It represents not only religious faith but also the idea of Europe as a network of ancient roots, cultural exchange, and shared heritage. For collectors, the 2000 Spain 5 euro cent coin isn't rare in circulated condition because millions were minted, yet it has special historical value as part of the first series of euro coins, linking it to a milestone in modern European history. Well-preserved, uncirculated boo. Examples show crisp detail, the delicate lines of the cathedral's towers, the deep engraving of a spaga, and the stars standing out sharply against the coppery background. Proof versions with mirror-like fields and frosted details are prized by collectors building complete year sets or showcasing the artistry of Spanish coinage beyond its small monetary value. The 2000 Spanish 5 euro cent coin is a cultural artifact. It bridges centuries-old history and modern ideals. It links the local and the universal, the sacred pilgrimage to Santiago, and the secular practical unity of a European single currency. It quietly reflects the story of a country that moved from dictatorship to democracy, then chose to join its neighbors in a shared economic and political project, ultimately, whether tucked away in a collector's folder, dropped into a church donation box on the Camino, or worn smooth from daily transactions. The 2000 Spain 5 euro cent coin remains a living, everyday reminder of how even the smallest objects can connect national pride, European unity, and the shared hopes of millions at the dawn of a new century. Top 4. The 2007 Spain 5 euro cent coin might appear at first glance to be just a humble copper-colored coin worth only 5 euro cents, often passed quickly from hand to hand or forgotten at the bottom of a purse. Yet even this small piece of metal carries a rich story that stretches from medieval pilgrim routes to the modern project of European unity. Issued by the Real Casa de la Moneda, Royal Mint of Spain, in Madrid, the coin belongs to the first standard design series of Spanish euro coins introduced in 2002 following Spain's historic transition from the peseta to the euro. A moment that not only transformed daily life at cash registers, but also symbolized Spain's commitment to a shared European future made from copper. Plated steel, the coin weighs about 392 grams, measures 21-25 ounces in diameter, and has a broad, smooth-edged rim that gives it its familiar look and tactile identity. This reddish tone, familiar and warm, links it visually to the traditional copper coins of the pre-euro era, while its modern design and universal denomination speak of a continent looking forward on. The common reverse, designed by Belgian artist Luc Likes the design, shows a stylized globe with Europe highlighted against the world map, crossed by 6 fine lines ending in 12 five-pointed stars, representing the European Union's founding ideals of unity, solidarity, and integration. The large, clear inscription 5 euro cent is easily recognized in any language, reflecting the euro's purpose as a truly pan-European currency that simplifies trade and daily transactions from Lisbon to Helsinki. Yet it is the national obverse that gives the coin its distinctly Spanish soul. The design, chosen for Spain's smallest 3 denominations, the 1, 2, and 5 cent coins, features the Cathedral of Santiago de Compostela. It's one of Spain's most treasured cultural and religious landmarks. For over 1,000 years, pilgrims from across Europe have journeyed the Camino de Santiago way of St. James to reach this grand cathedral in Galicia, whose soaring towers and richly decorated Baroque facade are beautifully depicted even in miniature on the coin above the cathedral. The word Aspaga proudly identifies the issuing nation, while 12 five-pointed stars encircle the design, visually linking Spanish heritage to the wider European family. At the bottom appears the date 2007 and the small crowned M. Mint mark ties this modern coin to the centuries-old minting tradition of Madrid. Historically, the year 2007 places this coin firmly within Spain's first decade of using the euro. By then, the currency was fully established in daily life. Prices in pesetas were fading from memory, and younger generations grew up knowing only euros. Yet the choice of the Santiago Cathedral as the design remains a deeply intentional one. It is both a national monument and a symbol of the European ideal, connecting past and present faith and cultural heritage, local pride, and shared continental identity. For collectors, the 2007 Spain 5 euro cent is common in circulated condition. Millions were minted for everyday use, but well-preserved, uncirculated coins, kept in rolls or mint sets, retain sharp detail, crisp lines in the cathedral's towers, clear lettering of Aspaga, and bright copper luster that reflects light warmly. Proof coins made in small numbers with mirror-like fields and frosted designs are especially sought after by enthusiasts building date sets or showcasing the artistry of Spanish euro coinage beyond its modest face value. The 2007 Spanish 5 euro cent coin holds real cultural and symbolic weight. It links the grand story of medieval pilgrims traveling the Camino with the modern story of a country that joined its European neighbors in peace and cooperation. It reminds us that even the smallest denomination coins can carry national pride, artistic heritage, and shared ideals across borders. Ultimately, whether kept shiny in a collector's folder, dropped into a donation box along the Camino de Santiago, or worn smooth by countless daily exchanges, the 2007 Spain 5 euro cent coin remains a quiet, circulating ambassador of Spanish history and European unity, proof that even the most ordinary coins can be tiny, yet powerful storytellers of a nation's journey through time. Top 5. The 2006 Spain 5 euro cent coin. Though worth only a handful of cents in daily spending, quietly carries a powerful blend of Spain's national heritage and Europe's shared future, making it far more interesting than its face value might suggest. Minted by the historic Real Casa de la Moneda, Royal Mint of Spain in Madrid. This coin belongs to the standard Spanish Euro series, introduced with the country's official adoption of the euro in 2002, marking the end of the beloved peseta and the beginning of a new economic era. Struck in copper-plated steel, the coin weighs about 392 grams, measures 2,125 millimeters in diameter, and has a broad, smooth-edged rim. Its warm reddish color evokes the classic look of copper coins from Spain's past, while the modern euro design language signals Spain's place in a new, unified Europe. Though small, this coin played an essential daily role, helping millions of Spaniards give exact change, buy sweets, pay for parking meters, and travel across borders without worrying about exchanging currency. The common reverse, designed by Belgian artist Luc Likes, is shared across all Eurozone countries and depicts a stylized globe, highlighting Europe's place in the wider world, with 6 delicate lines radiating outward and ending in 12 five-pointed stars that represent the founding ideals of the European Union: unity, solidarity, and cooperation. The large, clear inscription 5 euro cent is instantly recognizable in any language, embodying the euro's promise of simplicity and shared economic life. It is the national obverse that gives the coin its unique Spanish soul and historical depth. The design chosen for Spain's smallest 3 denominations, 1, 2, and 5 cent coins, features the Cathedral of Santiago de Compostela, one of the most iconic monuments in Spanish history, and the legendary destination of the Camino de Santiago, Way of St. James, a pilgrimage route walked by millions over the centuries. crossing fields, mountains, and villages from across Europe to the cathedral's grand Baroque facade in Galicia. Even in miniature, the design captures the soaring towers, ornate stonework, and profound sense of cultural heritage that the cathedral embodies. Above the cathedral, the word Espaga proudly names the issuing nation, while 12 five-pointed stars form a circular crown around the design, visually connecting Spain's history to its European future. At the bottom appears the date, 2006, while the small crowned M mint mark quietly ties this coin to Madrid's minting tradition. Stretching back centuries historically, 2006 falls in the first decade after Spain's euro adoption. By this time, the euro was fully accepted in daily life, and many younger Spaniards had never really used pesetas, while older generations still quietly calculated prices in their heads. The choice of the Santiago Cathedral was deeply symbolic, not only a Spanish monument, but also a European one, representing centuries of pilgrimage, cultural exchange, and shared spiritual heritage, perfectly matching the Euro's spirit of cross-border unity. For collectors, the 2006 Spain €5 cent is quite common in circulated condition, as millions were produced for daily use, but uncirculated examples kept in mint rolls or official coin sets can reveal details often lost on worn coins. Sharp lines on the cathedral's towers, crisp lettering, and the original copper shine. Proof coins struck in small numbers with mirror-like fields and frosted devices are prized by enthusiasts building complete Euro date runs or appreciating the fine artistry of Spanish coinage beyond metal and minting. The 2006 Spanish €5 cent coin quietly tells a larger story, a nation proud of its ancient past, yet confidently participating in a shared European project. It links small, everyday acts. Buying a morning coffee, dropping change in a donation box, saving coins in a jar, to the grand historical arc of Spain's role in Europe. Its design is a tribute not just to architecture, but to centuries of faith, travel, and cultural dialogue. Ultimately, whether kept shiny in a collector's folder, carried in a pilgrim's pocket along the Camino, or worn smooth by thousands of transactions, the 2006 Spain €5 cent coin remains a tiny yet powerful ambassador of Spain's rich past and modern European identity, living proof that even the smallest coins can quietly carry history in the palm of your hand. Thanks for watching my videos. Please subscribe my channel for more videos.